Hi, this is my March review for Cancer. We start the month on a very passionate footing because if you remember last month we finished the month with Venus and Mars in conjunction. Well, they're still in conjunction and are till the 12th of this month. But for the first 4 days of March they are both connected to Pluto. There's a triple conjunction. So this has great intensity. And remember, this is happening in your 7th house. So Pluto with Mars means that you'll have a lot of physical energy, a lot of ego energy. So this needs to be tempered. You can use it very positively, or sometimes you can become a victim of someone else's ego energy. So just be wary of this and channel it in the right way. And then with Venus, we have the intense desire. This is great. This can transform your existing relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, this can certainly attract someone to you at this time, and you won't want second best. You won't want mediocre. You want the best. You want the best and most intense love that is out there. Also, we have great excitement on this day because on the 1st of March the Sun makes an aspect to Uranus, is in your 11th house. This can bring exciting new people into your life as well, and great events, and this is a good time to start to learn and to grow and expand, because the Sun is in that 9th house and will be for a couple of weeks, so you need to make the most of this, and there'll be other aspects coming up that I'll tell you about. On the 2nd we have the new moon. The new moon is in Pisces, so it's a time to trust your intuition. It's a time to let go of control and let things just happen, let things unfold. Also in your 9th house, so again there's a concentration in that 9th house. It's time to grow, to learn and to expand your knowledge and your experiences. We also have Mercury making an aspect to Saturn on this day in your 8th house. So it's a time to speak up. Don't be afraid to tell the truth, because if you don't, people may be hurt by what you don't say. So make sure you tell the truth and tell it in a way which people can understand, and not a way which will be critical or aggressive of other people. On the 4th, there's another aspect that comes together in that 9th house. This is a conjunction between the Sun and Jupiter. Now, this is the house of Jupiter. Jupiter's in his own house, he's in his own sign. So this is a fantastic coming together of these two. So this will make you feel very positive, very upbeat, and you'll be ready to take on anything. Opportunities could be coming your way. Just make sure you include other people in what you're doing, so they're fully aware and come along with you. There's a shift to the intellect and communication on the 6th because the Venus-Mars conjunction moves into Aquarius, and also Mercury makes a couple of aspects. The first one is a square to the moon's nose. So this is a time when you don't want to overanalyze things. It'll be difficult not to, but try not to. And if a door opens either across the 5th or 11th houses, then make sure you go and don't talk yourself out of any opportunity. And also on the 7th, Mercury makes an aspect to the black moon. This is a time to start to understand your shadow side. This is a time to try and understand your unconscious side. And there'll be a glimmer, there'll be a light there that will allow you to see into things. And then on the 10th, Mercury moves out of Aquarius and into Pisces and joins the Sun. On the 12th we have the Sun making a conjunction with Neptune. Again, this is in Pisces, and again in your 9th house, so the emphasis continues. Now this aspect can go one of two ways. It can either increase your intuition and your sensitivity, and you become more compassionate and more willing to help others, and look, obviously others will be more willing to help you, and this can get you along. It's a very creative aspect as well, especially for the imagination. Or it can go the other way and you can be overwhelmed. You can be overwhelmed by feeling and sensitivity, especially about the world around you, and it can make you withdraw and have a tendency for escapism. Now if this happens, try and avoid alcohol or drugs, because even prescription drugs, if you have too many, can be harmful to you with this aspect. The best way out is to follow some kind of spiritual pursuit, some teachings or some learnings, or even to meditate and just to chill and let this aspect pass quietly. On the 14th, just as the Neptune aspect is coming to an end, the Sun makes a positive aspect with the Moon's North Node. Now here someone will inspire you. It could be a friend or colleague, it could even be a child. It inspires you to follow your path. Then on the 16th, there's a little bit more difficult aspect because the Sun makes an aspect to the Black Moon Lilith, who's in your 12th house, house of the unconscious. Now here the Black Moon's stripping part of you away, part of your old self is falling away. Now this may be happening unconsciously, you don't really realise it, but all will be complete by the conjunction which happens on about 3 months' time. So just be aware there'll be a new you emerging over the next few months. There's some excitement going to be generated on the 17th as Mercury makes a sextile to Uranus. This could be a day when exciting new people come into your life. On the 18th we have our full moon. This is no normal full moon because there is a host of other aspects that are happening on the same day. Full moon is actually in Virgo in your 3rd house. It's a time to get organised. All your paperwork, all your emails, a time to get everything put in order. Now, also we have a cradle. Now this is made by sextiles and trines across an opposition. Now the opposition is across the nodes, and we have the Sun and Pluto also involved. So the houses involved here can help you to make the most of your talents. Also with the cradle you want to make things quite secure and stable in your life. This is not always possible because there's so much going on, so much excitement at this moment, but there is a desire to create stability. Now with the charisma of this aspect pattern and also the enhancement of your creative talents and the networking that's available to you, there should be a host of things that you can achieve under this. Venus and Neptune also make an aspect the same day as the full moon. Neptune makes a positive aspect to the Moon's North Node. This is a time when you can attract people to you that will help you along your way, along your path. This one lasts for 2 weeks, there's plenty of time to work with this. And then Venus makes 2 aspects, one to Chiron, who's in the 10th house, so you'll be able to get along with people who will aid you in your destined path or your career. And then with an aspect to Uranus, there's going to be again more excitement, more exciting people getting involved in your life. On the 20th, Mars puts down the gauntlet, gives you the challenge as he makes an aspect to Chiron as Venus did. This is challenging you to overcome any obstacles that are in your way so that you can progress. On the 21st, there's another aspect. This time he challenges you to make changes, constant changes. He wants you to do small changes on a regular basis rather than just do one big change when it happens and there's a sudden desire or need to do it. Maybe because an event have happened, or there's no need to let it wait that long. If you make small changes on a creative basis, ongoing, then you avoid any big upsets. Between the 23rd and the 27th, Mercury is on hand to give you some help and advice. On the 23rd, he conjuncts Neptune and will give you some insights into the Neptune North Node aspect, which is ongoing at the moment. Then on the 26th he makes an aspect to Pluto. This is in your 7th house relationships, so you'll be able to look beneath the surface regarding your relationships. And the last aspect on the 26th is to the Black Moon. Now we spoke about the Black Moon earlier, about how the Black Moon is stripping away part of your personality to renew a new you. Well, Mercury will give some advice there and maybe some insight. And it could be that you need to clear any anxieties or misunderstandings that are around at the time. And then on the 27th he moves off and goes into Aries. To end the month on the 28th we have Venus making 2 aspects. The first is a difficult one on the 28th. It's a conjunction with Saturn. Now, this isn't Venus's favourite aspect because she's thwarted. She can't express her love and affection in a normal way. But then on the 29th there's a new aspect between Venus and the Moon's nose. So there's a case of balancing on this day, and this is a good day to speak up. It's a good day to speak up about anything 8th house issues, shared resources and things, also about love of the 5th house or children, and the 11th house of friends and groups. So it's a good time then to have discussions and to get things out in the open. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to tune in next month because we have the busiest astrological month of the year. We have our first eclipse, and we also have the major conjunction of the year.